Our Terran player starting to the left side of Metropolis now. He lost his first game. It is
Complexity Hurted.
former TSL player joined Complexity together with Killer and Nada just recently, and well, his opponent is another Protoss player or another player who lost the first game. We have now in the blue
Genix Avenge.
Avenge. Both of them desperately need a win now. Well, not desperately, but they definitely need one. They are down one game, and therefore the loser of this map will be down 2 maps, which is not the position you want to be in the up and down matches. So while Squirtle and Keen both took the first 2 wins and are in a beautiful position to advance into Codas, Heart and Avenge are in a little bit of a tough spot, and they need some wins right now. So let's see who is going to take this map, and it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure that you have to deal with if you are in this situation.
Well, consider also that Keen is already 2-0. So in order to get the get out of the group, if you're 0-2, Keen will have to make a lot more mistakes, for example, and 2 players will have to make essentially similar mistakes to you. You have to then win all of the rest of your games and hope that some players lose as many games as you do, so you can tie things up. It's very a lot of people, I know you guys get this, but to lose 0-2 makes it basically, to put it in the simplest way, almost impossible to get out of the group. So whoever loses this game will likely not be in Code S.
Yeah, perfectly right. And especially with 2 players going really strong in the group so far.
Yeah, definitely. Well, right now, a gas has been taken by Heart, a second one being taken out as well, and with that reactor being made on the barracks, looks like we're going to have some sort of Marine Banshee timing attack with siege tanks as well, very likely.
Yeah, the SCV just gets in there, gets a bunch of scouting information, is actually completely uncontested, as the Zealot is on its way towards the Terran's main base, so the Stalker not out just yet to kill the Scout.
Yeah, he actually has not scouted his opponent at all just yet. He wants to see essentially what type of build his opponent's doing. With the bunker going down the low ground, it looks essentially like a reactor marine expand. He'll know how many, if you can judge how many marines are in the bunker, he'll know that something fishy is going on. It's definitely not going to be a normal expand. He's actually going to run by. Huge, bold move by Heart. He actually judged how many units were there. He's actually going to take out this depot. Oh man, I love this by Heart. He actually, most players will never just go, oh, well, there's only 1 Marine in there. Oh man, Avenge, he's got another unit coming in as well.
Oh god, that hurts him so much. He's taking down SCV after SCV. A second Stalker joins the slaughter, and all those SCVs are now in trouble. How many did he lose? He lost like 6?
Yeah.
Oh god, this is beautiful for Avenge.
Now the units of Avenge are kind of stuck behind the bunker, but that's okay. He thinks perhaps that he's going to deny Command Center. I think at this point he knows, since the Marine count is what it is, he's got to know, oh, he's teching behind this. Interestingly enough, he has not made a robotics just yet. He has taken a second gas, though.
This is going to be quite the problem for Heart here. He is struggling quite a bit. Once again, trying to complete
Oh, wow, I love this. He's actually going to tank with one of his stalkers. He's going to run in here.
Lost one of the stalks, a little bit of a slip up here, and now the Marines go, but most of them are already half that. He's getting into the base.
Super aggressive scouting move by Avenge. I really like this. Now he's 100% sure what his opponent is doing. Nice fire. He's going to take out another Marine. He needs to pull his weakened stalker back and fight with the more health one, but either way, he's going to take out perhaps 3 more Marines.
And while the problem for Heart is not only that he's losing SCVs and Marines, at the same time he has been scouted and he is losing mining time, because every single time he has to pull off more and more of his workers. This is beautiful by Avenge, what we are seeing here. He's already reacted to his scouting information. He is going for the robotics right now, and this could not be any worse for Heart.
Oh man, he does take out the final Stalker, but he's lost so many Marines. This push no longer has any power. It has no power whatsoever. The robotics, like you said, is on the way. 2 additional gateways being added, and Avenge with a super aggressive scouting move, punishing his opponent for the fake bunker on the low ground.
And we have now Heart going for the cloak. Nonetheless, I'm actually really surprised. He is gambling a little bit. He's gambling like this is a little bit of just mind games right now. He's thought, okay, Avenge scouted what's happening, so he knows that there's going to be a Banshee, but at the same time he might just not, for the reason that he scouted, go for the robotics and have no detection because he does not expect Hard to get cloaked, but Avenge is just playing safe here, and so he should, because he's already ahead, so he's just making sure that he is just increasing this advantage. And Hard, I don't like the cloak at all.
Oh, it's a risky move for him to make, and he's got to try to do something. I mean, he knows he's been scouted. His opponent is going to expect no cloak because he saw the factory, he saw all the timings, and he's going to be thinking, oh, he can't quite really afford cloak and siege tanks. So he's getting cloak, but he's also getting a Raven. And so that means he's going to have a grand total of 1 cloak Banshee when cloak finishes. The observer is already here. He can't attack from 2 sides with cloak. Robotic support bay on the way, and Avenge behind in every sense of the word. He even finds the Banshee.
And we have him now with the robotic space. Still no expansion for Hard. That's the last thing that he's thinking about now. He is going for a 1 base attack. That's all that he can do.
Even with the pros being killed here, 37 to 25 harvesters. The Marine count is just so low because he lost so many in the early game.
Yeah. He's just moving out now. He's trying to start with this aggression.
It will not work. It will not succeed. He does not have siege mode. He doesn't even have it started. He cannot afford it.
We have a very, very small army at the point for Avenge, though. He's swapping in additional units, and he completely... Oh, he's actually trying to trap the Banshee.
Yeah, really nice. Will not get it, but even so, it's just damaged so much, it's not going to be very useful in a real fight. Second Observer is out. The first Immortal is on the way. He's actually decided to skip the Colossus. Judging his opponent's Marine count, it's so low. Everything for Hart, in fact, is just so behind at this point.
38 drone probes against 26 SCVs. Extended thermal lance being researched. We have the first Immortal out. And wow. Avenge is looking so good here.
Banshee tries to sneak in. Unsuccessful. The first Immortal is out. That's all he needs. He can start Colossus production safely now, knowing his opponent will have very few tanks. He knows, especially after seeing the cloak, he's like, oh, you can't afford that many tanks. You're not going to have very many of those. Here comes the Banshee into the main. He is being very active about sneaking his Banshees around. He's going to run out of energy here.
Hard needs to attack soon. When the Colossus is out and he has extended thermal lance as well, then there's no chance that this push is going to work. You need to, when you go for the 1 base attack timing, especially when you lost so many harvesters in the early stage of the game and Marines, as you pointed out, then you just have to hit this timing. And I think that Hart is missing it now.
Oh, he has. I mean, well, he was never going to be able to hit a normal timing after the Marine losses he took early on in the game. Avenge is actually trying to buy time in the middle of the map as well. He actually picks off a Marine. He's got a probe with a pylon that's been put in the middle of the map. He's even going to make a second one now. This is to allow him to do counterattacks and cut off reinforcements. Oh my god, Hart's going to send his entire army over to take out the pylons. Well, let me tell you how well that's going to work. He's going to work well against the pylons, but it's going to seal his fate. I mean, we already talked about how he missed the timing, but he is like, well, I guess I'll just 1A my entire army to kill a pylon. And if he leaves the pylons alone, then units get caught, reinforcements get caught. So, Avenge so ahead right now. He's actually maybe overextending a little bit here, though.
Avenge should not attack. He should not be aggressive here.
He's just trying to buy time.
Trying to force him to siege up and delay the push a little bit. This is exactly what's happening. So Avenge is on 104 supply. He's getting more and more Colossi. Extended thermal lance is done. Trying to force a stim, trying to do a little bit of damage, force another siege up. He's playing this extremely well.
The Banshee count is getting a little bit scary. He actually has a total of 3 Banshees out, a 4th one on the way, and there aren't very many Stalkers out.
He needs more of them.
Yeah, he needs more. You need to usually have about a 2 to 3 Stalker per Banshee ratio. Oh, the Colossi doing so much damage! Oh my god!
He's dealing damage without receiving any. Finally, 2 siege tanks hit, but still, he just can't wait. He can't get another Colossus out. He can get more and more Stalkers. This is what he needs.
Another point defense drone is available. I don't like Avenge attacking into this. Okay, now, yeah, hold position. Use up enough some of the energy. Yeah.
Delayed.
His structures are so well placed, he can't really take very many hits from this.
And he's moving in.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Oh, why? Why would you move into this?
Oh, I don't like this at all. The Cloak Banshee's doing damage. There's no Observer.
But
oh, yeah, he does. He has the Observer, but it barely stays alive. and it looks like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he already had a huge advantage. Hard drop down to 30 supply. He's still taking a big risk here, attacking into all those sieged up tanks and the point defense drone as well. It worked in the end because he was just already so far ahead.
That was so scary though. I was like, oh, I don't know, but
He could have just waited.
yeah, absolutely.
He knew
Either
that
way,
he was on one base, so this is an all-in, and you can just drag it out a little bit longer, get even further and further ahead.
he doesn't want to waste any more time though. He's got the forward piling up. He's going to go for a big attack. He still has his 2 Colossi alive with range. He's picking off the depots. GG!
There's the GG, and Hard down 2 games, while Avenge at least takes his first win and therefore has still a chance of advancing. For Hard, it's going to be very, very, very hard in order to advance. He would have to take every single game now, would have to defeat Squirtle, and yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I was most concerned in that final attack there about the Banshees. I was like, does he not have an observer? These Banshees were not dying, but he just had enough Stalkers. Like, he powered up his gateway, he's got enough Stalkers out, and he just didn't want to waste any more time with it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Once again, this time he will play on Antigua Shipyard.
Yeah. You know, let's talk a little bit more about that last game. I really like the Stalker pressure. It was just amazing. It was so smart. And most Protosses do not gauge how many Marines are in the bunker. But in this case, he was like, there's only one? He's like, I'm going for it. He's like, your bunker here could mean one of 2 things. It could be a 1-Rex expand, but there should be 2 Marines in this bunker if it's a 1-Rex expand, or perhaps even 3 at that timing. He's like, there's only 1? Ah, you made a reactor. He's like, that's all that it could mean. And he's like, are you going to reactor expand or what? I need to scout this. And he goes up the ramp. He kills a ton of Marines. Beautiful micro. And we saw a little bit of shakiness out of Avenge in his first set, but in that one he looked strong. He looked confident.
Indeed he did, and we are going to take another quick break before we start with the next match. Ladies and gentlemen, the up and down match with Wolf and Kaldor. We'll be back after a 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. GSL